I'm gonna hit record now. I'm a little confused. So, all right, we'll go with you first, Jericho, before I go into my not situation, but my story time. But what's up, chicken butt? All right, Jericho's making way faster progress than I did because I remember the first time I said I want mega apiary. It took me like 2 weeks to get it or something like that. That's pretty good. Yeah, once you get the mega apiary going, it's definitely a big deal. Anyway, so I did want to mention some things today. So, good news. I finally got the marimba cam back. I've been pretty lazy getting it set up, but I finally have it back. And it's a different angle, and I'm using a different program to actually basically get the video. So this is my phone. So that's the downside. I don't have a phone with me during the stream. So if I get calls or texts throughout the stream, I won't be able to see it. But you gotta admit, look how nice it looks. So much better than the other thing that I had. But with that, it's a pretty involved setup. So starting up the streams is a little tricky. It mostly affects the stream watchers, but the VOD watchers, I mean, you're just gonna see the video anyways, right? So it doesn't really make a difference for you guys, but just know that the amount of effort it takes for me to start up a stream is a lot more now with this camera, because, you know, I first have to put my phone on the stand, and it's a pretty funny setup, honestly. And then I have to record myself with my mics and my video to make sure it looks okay. And then I have to, record my voice for a little bit to make sure that sounds fine as well. It's a whole thing, but that's just what you got to do whenever you're doing content creation like this. I'm just learning how to do all that stuff, but it's pretty fun. Anyways, welcome back. So, one of the last thing we did yesterday, or last episode, was set up a couple of machines, especially these two guys, to do us pretty much our passive resources that we'll need to help us out for the Mark III Naquadah fuel. So far we have stocked up Naquadah ingots, or enriched ones. We have Naquadria and regular Naquadah ingots, and that's just being stored here. And it is set up in a way that these two things are able to do pretty much everything. It's so helpful. And I'm going to be following the same trend with other machines. And we talked about the electric implosion compressor last episode, because this guy's used to make these 6 resources. But the challenge that we had was that we're only allowed 5 outputs, but we have 6 outputs. So I spent honestly 30 seconds in single player. I'm not kidding. Trying to figure out a solution, and then I was just decided, nah, I'm just gonna make another implosion compressor. So I got one. So we're gonna have 2 of them. It's a lot easier to deal with it, honestly. So that's what I'm gonna have to do. Yeah, that's what we'll be doing. And I have decided, because it's really bugging me, I'm gonna move the mixer 1 block this way, because I don't like this. It's not following my patterns. So it's completely unnecessary, but I'm gonna do it anyways. So that's the first step. Just rip apart the assembler here, because this guy isn't even connected to anything. Put that away. That's pretty much the goal for today. I'm gonna move machines around, set up some more passive processes going to get the Mark III fuel. And we're pretty close to it, honestly. We have this stuff. We have this. We're working on this right now. This is the compressor, a mixer, and an assembler all together. This is probably going to be the biggest challenge, because there's a lot of recursive crafting in here, so there's probably going to be some kind of control I have to do to make sure this works. I don't really know, though. We'll figure it out when we get there. So just so that it looks okay, This guy's gonna be fine. I'm not gonna move this guy. I don't even know why I moved it. I'm probably also going to rewire this one to account for more machines. Yeah, let's do that. I'm just gonna rip apart everything here. Because really, this guy was only doing the raw atomic separation catalyst. Yeah. So I'm just gonna rip it apart. And this is totally just to fix up my machine so that it lines up correctly, because I'm a little picky like that. There's rules we have to follow in this playthrough, and if I don't follow the rules, then we're no better than the cavemen. I think that's how the saying goes. But I'm a little confused with the music. Okay. So the camera setup, you'll probably see it because I like to play the instrument pretty much during the breaks I take, usually around the hour and a half mark. If you wanted to skip over, there you go. Not exactly an hour and a half, but it's an interesting solution that I found out. I try to look through it because there's no direct way to get your computer to recognize your phone's camera. There's no direct way. I have an Android phone. I have the Galaxy A54, and that specific phone doesn't have like one of the options to do webcam mode or something like that. So I had to use like a third-party app and to do that. It was pretty fun trying to figure it out, but I feel like I got it working. There's still limitations though. For example, you'll probably see that when I walk in front of it, it's gonna like autofocus, and I don't know how to turn that off because the app that I'm using doesn't really have any way to control that. So you'll probably see autofocus and whatnot, and there's just some other challenges I have to deal with my recording space as well. It's a pretty big challenge. Anyways, it's all part of the learning process, right? I'm just gonna set up another one of these guys. I do need another UHV 4 amp cable or energy hatch, yeah. And this is to step it up to UEV power because I need that much for all of the implosion compressors shenanigans. So it looks like one compressor is going to be doing these 3 recipes, and the other one is these 3. That's probably what it's going to end up happening. So you only need 3 of them. And this also means that I can reconnect this. No? Yes. So that the power is down here instead. Because we only have 3 outputs. So it's going to have a bunch of inputs and 3 outputs. So I don't have to do this. And I'd rather not do this because it looks a little messy. Yeah, but I pretty much told myself, like, right after the end of last episode, don't overcomplicate things. There really isn't a need to. So as soon as I got into the single player test world to figure out a way to basically cram all the recipes into one compressor, I just decided not to. It's a little more effort than it's worth. And I did say that this is pretty expensive, but we're at a point where it's not really that expensive. And major credit to the component ask line. This guy's actually been so good to us. I love it. Let me take a drink. Okay. But I'm pretty confident that by the end of this episode, we can get at least a little bit of this fuel going. Just getting a little bit's going to be a big deal. I'm so excited also because getting the Mark III fuel is basically going to mean we're going to... how much more power is it? So this is 9.5 million. Not including all of the boosts that we give it. And then Mark II. Is 2.3 million, so it's going to be 4 times as much. Hey, Ali. Not much. I did set up the camera again, but haven't really played anything on it yet. But not much. I'm setting up another implosion compressor. Gonna put the second one over here. Okay.
Oh, good, give me music.
Ali, I'm not mentally ready for it. Oh, I can't say no to that, right? All right. So you're gonna have to hold off a little bit because one of the challenges I have, it's one of the big challenges I don't know how to solve in my recording setup. Let me pause my music. No, I'm gonna do it. But the bigger challenge is the AC. When it's running, you can hear it because it blows right into the mics. And it messes up the recording bad. So I have to pretty much just turn it off and then wait a couple minutes for it to actually shut off, and then I can play. So let me just do that. So, what is the what thing? The what? I don't know what you're talking about. But we're gonna wait a couple minutes for the AC to shut off, and then I'll play. The gray mini thing, Ali. That's very in the mod pack or the camera. There's a lot of gray in the screen. Oh, you're talking about the oh, that's the bell set. Yeah, that's my bell set. It's another keyboard instrument, but it's a lot sharper. So it's a loud noise if you don't know about it. If you were anywhere close to a middle school band, you would know what it is. It's like the loudest instrument of all time. Okay, so the AC has shut off. Let's go play a little bit. I'll play it a little bit just for you. And you'll hear how loud it is. So yeah, it's a pretty big challenge I have, trying to get the recording space good. And I definitely got to practice because it's tricky. So there's actually a couple instruments in the frame. So the first one obviously is the main act. My voice, the marimba, right? This is the main act. Favorite instrument of all time. There's another one over here if you don't notice it. It's my egg shaker. One of my videos I actually played this, combining with the instrument. I don't know how good it comes out in the mic. And then another instrument is the bell set. It's a practice instrument, but you're probably gonna hear it like crazy on the left side because I have the mic set up in a stereo pattern, something like that. So you're probably gonna hear it like on your left side like crazy. But anyways, I got a couple other instruments, but I don't have very good space to put them here. Another challenge I have is I have no idea if my stream is even working because I don't have a monitor here. So I'm just I know I'm streaming. I don't know if it's working and I'm just staring at the camera, but anyways. I'm a little bit out of practice because it's been a while. I always tend to do that. So that's just simple chord stuff. One of the things I need to learn how to do a lot better is arpeggios, or I think the actual term for this is lateral rolls. It's not very easy. There's a song that it's one of the last songs I learned in high school. It's called Gitano by Alice Gomez. Gitano is another word for I think gypsies, like the Romani people. I forgot how it goes. Actually, it's I'm bringing it up because it has a lot of lateral rolls, and I had to really learn how to do that. Yeah, something like that. Man, it's been about 10 years since I last played this. But it was like this pretty much for like almost 10 minutes straight. One of my favorite songs, but yeah. There you go, just a quick introduction. I need to learn more music because a lot of what I know right now is like just stuff I used to play like 10 years ago, so I'm trying to look into like ordering more music so that I have more stuff to play, because a lot of it is just old stuff, but we'll get there. It would be so funny if none of that recorded. It's hot. Hang on, I gotta turn on the air and everything. Okay. So, one of the so something funny happened the last time I did that. I played for you guys. I think I was playing for you guys. I don't exactly remember. But it was a big reason why I didn't put the camera setup back, because I have to turn off the AC, otherwise it comes out in the recording really loudly. But the last time I turned off the AC, I tried to turn it back on, and it killed my AC. It blew a capacitor somewhere. And it wasn't working. It got so hot, and you know how it is. I don't know if you know Texas summer weather. It's pretty bad. So I was like, I'm not having it. So I just didn't set the camera back up for weeks until now, basically. Anyway, so we got the other compressor on me. I do need the other supporting blocks as well, like the neutronium. Let me see what else I need here. I need the transformer casings, 31 of you. Time for 2 options. 1,000 point for normal with AC, 10,000 points to make burning suffer in the heat. No, sorry. It's like even now it got hot. It's really hot right now. It just takes a couple of seconds and it gets super hot. I'm catching up on the chats here. Jericho said, "LOL, I had 6 pristine princesses die in a row earlier. I've had so many of them die because of the genetic imprinter and the mutatron, because there's a chance that it turns princesses or pristines into ignobles." No, but Ali, the thing is, I can't record with the AC, so it's gonna be off regardless because it comes out in the recording. I think it's pretty loud because one of the fans or one of the vents points right into the mics. How am I gonna fix that? I'm not. How do I even process this amount of combs? Honestly, if you can figure it out, I'd love for you to tell me because I have the same issue here. I mean, there's so much. But most of it is because I took them off the centrifuge to take care of the cryothium combs. But I gotta upgrade it. It's actually one of the things I'm gonna do. I'm gonna move all the combs here and put them over there. This guy isn't being used for anything right now, so I'll use that for the comb processing. I'll take a drink. So I heard that there is gonna be one, but for it's not gonna be in 2.8. It's gonna be in 2.9. Like it already exists, but it's not in 2.8. It's in like the super beta. I don't know the pack names or whatever, but it does exist. I heard about it. Another community member was flexing about it a while back. I remember that. Yeah. And something you can upgrade it with different rotors, similar to the turbines, like to generate power. Something like that. I don't know. It seems really interesting. What am I looking for? An energy hatch. The UHV energy hatch. That one. And we need 3 output buses. There, 1, 2, 3. And no. Now you're working. Don't lie to me. What? Sir, you're like literally built the
Hydrate
same
after the
way.
heat, I
Why are you
suppose.
complaining now? Stocking input, bus, stocking input hatch. You have that maintenance hatch, and then 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's because the for some reason, and this is probably gonna help you out, Jericho. I don't know if you have a one of these compressors, but it doesn't really say anywhere. But even though the multi-block says completed, you need these 5 blocks inside. And then whenever they actually get completed, they just disappear again for whatever reason, and now it completes. I don't get it, but that's how it is. It's weird. Hydrate after the heat. I got you. It's water, I promise, but I also have sour pickle beer next to me as well. Because why wouldn't I? Okay. But it does work. Yes, and then I just need to connect it to power and AE2. Honestly, a wall of centrifuges would look so good. That's what this guy's gonna be for. It was used to get my cosmic neutronium. I needed a ton of that. Actually, how much do I have left? I have a lot left, but I was using this to get the component ass line stuff. Use a lot of casings. I'm gonna connect the other one later. Let's get this guy going first. So this one's gonna be pretty simple. It's just going to be 3 outputs. We're going to do these 3. And then to actually get this, I need to feed this high density uranium nugget. This is a what do you call it? A byproduct. And it's a good thing that I also have the Amazon thing, warehousing depot. This is not sponsored by Amazon. I wish I was though. But I have this guy set up to pretty much just accept all dusts. They're all tiny and small dusts. So I can pick those back up. Okay. Then for the so this guy needs just this, and then this guy needs the wrapped that. That's pretty much it. And you need molten neutronium. How many channels? I got enough channels. And then all the outputs here. So because this is a byproduct that I don't really care about, you're getting sent as an interface. And don't show, and that's pretty much it. Now these guys are storage buses because I do want them to stop. I don't want them to run all the time. Yeah, okay. So this guy is going to be high density uranium. This guy is high density. Oh, they're the same thing. One's a nugget, one isn't. Okay. And then extract only. There we go. That is pretty much it. So this guy's fully set up. I just need to give the resources that it's going to ask for. And we do have 1.5 millineutronium. And I think I did the math. This is probably the comb processing that we have is probably enough to support this. I think. We'll come back to that. And before I set up all the other machines, let's get this guy next. And then paint it red. And pretty much the same thing. So this guy is going to be producing high density plutonium, but you also need the high density nuggies. This guy needs the wrapped plutonium ingot. And this guy is the molten neutronium. And this guy outputs the that one, and you, and then you, that one. And it's pretty much going to be set up the same way. So an interface and 2 storage buses. Oops. There we go. And that's pretty much it, right? There we go. So that already added, what is that, 1 to 10 channels. I didn't really pay attention to that. I think I have like 1 left, right? I have 1 channel left, yeah. Okay, so these guys are set up. I just need to add in the supporting machines. What are you doing? You're doing, I honestly don't even, I don't even know. Okay. Okay, so that's pretty much taken care of, but I need to do all of the supporting machines. So next up would be the assembler. And let's do that. This guy is just a energy hatch. And then I believe you're just fluid. No, you're just items. You're just an item. Yeah. So stocking. And this is where that last channel will go to. Okay. And then we just need the 2 separate output buses because we're going to try to make 2 different items. We want to make the wrapped plutonium and the wrapped uranium. So 2 output buses. And I take a drink. 4 void miners with xenon in the Everglades is busted. What do you get out of the Everglades? I honestly haven't even been to this dimension. Okay. Yeah, I don't really know what's out there. Ah, okay, that's right. I don't know if I need to do something like that because we've been pretty okay for a while. Probably will have to at some point though. you go. Oh, I know which ones you're talking about. Yeah. All the weird ones, right? The ones that don't show up in the ore descriptions, for example, something like titanium. Like this, it doesn't show up here, right? It's like in the weird. I know what you're talking about. Is what I'm trying to say. Okay. So this guy is not set up. You still need the muffler hatch. Yeah. And the another maintenance hatch. Right there. Alright, this guy's done. And then let's set everything up. So it's a good thing you both need circuit 1. This guy needs that one. Then this guy needs that, and you need that one. And then you get the plutonium ingot, and you get the wrapped uranium. And give them both a storage bus. There and there. And then you filter to that extract only. You filter to that extract only. Is Mark II NAC fuel the only Californium dust source? No, at this point you can get it through fusion. Yeah, you need the Mark III fusion for this though. So this is pretty much the only way without replicating, I think, to get a reliable source of organosin. Which I can get right now, but I don't really, honestly, I don't really care for it. Maybe I'll set up a passive automation for it at some point, but I don't really have a need for that right now. It would help though, right? For the ore mining stuff. But I would have to mass produce it, and I think it's better to just get the compact at that point. So I'm out of channels, so I need another wireless connector set up here. I'm I'm gonna keep doing this, right? Yeah, probably. It's funny. This guy goes right there, and you can connect to you and you. All right, so this guy's pretty much ready to go as well. You got power, you got basically everything, you just need the resources itself. So, how do I get that stuff? So I need to be able to make the wrapped ingot and this wrapped ingot. So, I need a mixer for this stuff and a bending machine for this. So let's get a mixer next. I had one earlier, but again, I moved it. I'm pretty much just moving it one block left because I have to. I hope you understand. Or I'm sure you understand. It would look weird otherwise. Okay. So you need a muffler and a maintenance hatch. Okay. Now you also need power. Man, you know what's gonna save me so much time? Wireless energy hatches. Oh, I would love to have this. Everything is craftable except for the space-time and the tesseract, but believe me, once I unlock this, yeah, I'm gonna want to do this. I absolutely want the wireless energy hatches because you know how much time it takes me to put down, for example, a ZPM energy hatch. Like, oh, I gotta put one down. I have to put a set of 2 transformers down, right? One for CPM, one for UV step down. Gotta do this, and then I have to, bring the wire over here. It adds up. It's not too bad, but it adds up. And then I have to take out my recently named boom. I remember that. There we go. And then that guy is powered now, and then let's continue with this here. So you're going to need a stocking input bus. I'm also going to give you a stocking hatch because there's other recipes that I can do here. I'm going to start off with 2, and there's going to be a reason for that. So I would love to make... Oh, there it is. I did need it. So I can put 2 recipes in here. So you need oxygen for sure. You're going to be a blank circuit. In theory? What? Is the Enderium be a source for pure platinum dust? I mean, I don't see why not. Wait, can you just straight up get Enderium? What the heck? Yeah, you can. Technically, yes. Heck, you can even get unlimited thaumium out of this. I didn't know you can get straight Enderium out of this, though. It's pretty cool. I didn't realize that. And beryllium from the Ender Pearls, right? You're right. I mean, that argument you can probably make the same for the DOB. Because it also gives you platinum dust, doesn't it? But with less steps, you don't have to process any of it. Oh, it gives you metallic powder. Oh, never mind. Yeah, you would be right then. Okay. So for now, we want 2 outputs here. And the output bus. And I might as well set up the other one that I had. I'm gonna need a lot, so we'll just do one at a time. So we'll do one recipe first. So this one, I actually probably don't need this either. And I'll keep it open just in case. One thing at a time. So this guy is going to output the plutonium, what do you call it? Plutonium oxide uranium mixture dust. Try saying that 5 times fast. And you're going to output the graphite uranium mixture dust. And then more storage buses. There. Then you get you, extract only, and then you get this guy, extract only. And that's pretty much it, honestly. It literally finished instantly. Okay, that was cool. Okay, that's taken care of. So we got the dusts. Next step is the foils. So I'm going to need a bending machine for this. And I can cook this up in that blast furnace setup we have. So I need a bending machine next. Don't have a pattern for this? How dare you? Molecular ass. You go right there. And I would like one, please. How dare you? Can't craft that either. I can make this an assembler, so I will. This is circuit 1, right? Yeah. No, okay. There's still more. Long titanium rod. I don't know what the difference is. Gonna solidify you though. And then black steel wire in a wire mill. Okay. There we go. I can increase the crafting amount of black steel, but it crafts so fast that I don't really care. Okay, what else do you need? Just a bunch of these material press machine casings. I have a ton of you, and I don't know why, but I won't complain. So let's get this guy. Alright, do you need a muffler? Yes. So muffler. You need a maintenance. I have a stocking input, and you're going to need 2 output buses. There we go. Right there. And an energy hatch. Then transformers, so 1 of you and 1 of you. I'm honestly really liking this new way of passiving resources. Because I'm having to set up a lot less machines. Because originally, I was doing like 1 machine for every item. And that's definitely adding up if I keep doing that. I also don't know how much power I have here, but it's also why I'm using a lot of ZPM. Because ZPM isn't a lot of amps in terms of UHV, so I think we're okay. I guess one way to find out. So you're going to have a stocking input. And for now, I'm going to make 2 items. Like that. So before I connect everything, let's set it up. You're going to need HSSS, and you're going to need tungsten carbide. And circuit 10 for both. And then I have to filter HSS right there, and then tungsten carbide right here. I think it's only 1. I think it only accepts 1, and it doesn't accept the multi-amp. So it only uses regular input hatches. or regular hatches, so you can't use lasers, I think. Yeah, that sounds right, because otherwise you can put like a metric buttload of bees. If, for example, you put like the 16 million amp one. Oh, I guess it works. I never tried it, so if it works, it works. That's cool. This guy is filtered to the wrong thing. You're supposed to be the foil. So you are the foil, extract only. You are the tungsten carbide stuff, extract only. Ten is max though. Okay. No, I wasn't aware of that. I wonder how it works with like a huge input or a huge energy input. And so the mega apiary is a little weird. You should probably watch out for it because it's going to consume as much power as it's given. All the power does it just lets you add more bees to it, and that's pretty much it. But if you were to give it a UV energy hatch and have one bee in there, it's still gonna consume 500,000. So watch out for that. You want to like put as much bees as you can reasonably give power for. I guess an example is I can show you here. So right now I have a UV energy hatch, just one, and it is consuming basically as much as it can support, which is 2 amps of UV. But I have space for 14 more bees. So, okay. I guess this goes out for any of the VOD watchers who are curious about that as well. Yeah, it's Mega Apiary is a little weird. Okay, so that guy is filtered. This guy should be good to go now, right? So, for example, if I were to make a bunch of HSS ingots, you don't have any. No? Oh, it's because I didn't turn it on. That's why. Yeah. And so it's going to craft as much as it can, but I don't have automation for this either, so that's what's next. But I did get this going. So this guy's pretty much set up. Oh, you know what? That also means this is probably being crafted as well, right? I think so. Yeah. See, it's working. It's going. This guy's crafting a bunch of stuff. Yeah, it's working. All right, I just need to add the recipes for the ingots over here. So let's do that. So I'm going to have 2 more of these. I need the 2 more output buses. I need a bunch of output buses for this. Yeah, 4 is enough, actually. Tell you what, I think what I'm going to do is put this on a subnet. I think I'll put this on a subnet is what I'm thinking so that I don't have to deal with it. It's going to connect to this guy over here. Right? Because otherwise that's just a lot of channels and I don't really need that many channels. Yeah. Let's get another controller because I can. disconnect you. So this guy connects over here, and then we give this quartz fiber and black cable like that. Okay, and then I need a couple storage buses here. So this guy is going to be for HSSS, extract only, and you're going to be for tungsten carbide, extract only. And go ahead and give you cables, but I should change their color so that it doesn't get confused, or so I don't get confused. There we go. Okay. And then if I want to connect it to our main net, I just need to connect this to a... I'll do this over here. Down there. Right there. Okay. So I would put a storage bus right here on extract only, and then an interface. So technically our mainnet is now only using one channel to view all of this stuff. Like that. So if I check for an Aqueduct again. There, 1024 enriched Aqueduct. So that's basically this stuff over here. Okay, it works. And make sure to have it on extract only so that it doesn't try to put it back. But there you go. Okay, so that guy's filtered, and then this guy has to be filtered as well. Need another storage bus over here. The amount of storage buses I'm using to do this, there's a lot. And I'm also trying to get more comfortable with using subnets for things like this, where it takes a lot of channels, but I don't necessarily want it connected to my main network, because there's no need to. I can probably do the same thing here, but there's fluids and items, and that I'd rather not. Streamer switch needs to turn on because I forgot to. Because I am streaming. There we go, that's what it was. And just have storage buses and interfaces both ways. Yeah, they're pretty good. Just you gotta watch out for that again, because once you start using sticky cards, it starts messing up. So I have to make sure that all my sticky card stuff is on insert only into my storage subnet, which is this guy. And then these guys are extract only. Otherwise, I get that same issue I had yesterday, where items were being reported twice, and it was causing problems. I don't know. I'm learning a lot about AE2 in this pack. Sticky cards always cause problems, right? Yeah, those things are weird. Are you stuck on something or what? Why are you over there? I forget about this guy sometimes. So we want this guy to be filtered for... Oh, I didn't set it up correctly. It's supposed to be filtered for hot ingots of these guys. I am running low on the Quadria, though, I've noticed, so I should probably do something about that soon. So this guy should be filtered to extract only. All right, and do whatever I put in here. So this is HSSS. And this is tungsten carbide. Yes. Okay. And then here's circuit 11. I just got to cook up that stuff and that stuff. Also circuit 11. There you go. There you go. That has been consumed. That has been consumed. Thank you. All right, so that's there, and then I can check our little network. I didn't filter it. Dang it. I keep forgetting to filter things. Oh no, hang on. This guy's supposed to be HSSS. That's fine. It's extra ingots. Not gonna hurt anybody. And then tungsten carbide. Yes. Yeah, okay. Look at all these ingots. And then I'm wondering why I'm running out of Nequadria. I just made way too much ingots than I probably needed. That's funny. All right, but we got that, and then we're out of the dust, I think, because we're not producing this anywhere. Yeah. But you see how there's a whole bunch of this tiny piles. That's because we're already producing it for high density stuff. So we're getting a good amount of this now. And don't really have enough of that because I haven't made enough tungsten carbide. But that is what's next. I need to make the dusts. And what do you know? We have a mixer set up over here. Let's use it. Oh, shush. Compressor over here making all these noises. So this is circuit 2. This is circuit 1. I can probably have all the circuits in one and just filter it. Right? I'm going to try it. I don't know if it's going to break, but I'm going to try it. So I'm going to have an input bus with all the with all the circuits that we could care for. I guess I'll put it up here. I'm going to pause this for a little bit. I just need to make sure everything is filtered and we should be okay. So, I need a circuit 2 and a circuit 1. I have 1, and I don't have a circuit 1. Thank you. Put those guys there. I have to make sure input separation is off. And it should work as long as I have filtered outputs. So HSSS needs osmium, iridium, HSSG. You need carbon, which you already have, and tungsten. Okay. And then I'm also going to need to set up HSSG. Just tungsten, steel, chrome, molybdenum, and vanadium, and then I have to set up a tungsten steel, which is steel. I don't know if I'm making steel passively. I don't think so. No, so I'm also gonna have to craft it. That's weird. Well, tell you what, we're gonna use the stainless steel B. Finally gonna set it up after so long, but that's gonna be our steel dealt with. Yeah, let's just do it now before I forget. So I need the stainless steel B back. I don't remember if you have the good stats. Have longer, blinding. Yeah, you do. I just put you up there. I think I never told you about my one chunk plat line. No, you haven't, but that's honestly really impressive. Okay, so we now have that guy Stainless steel beam. Let me power that off for a little bit. Let me check this guy again. You're okay with just flowers, right? Yes. Okay. So what do you give me? Steel, chrome, and stainless steel. So I just need to throw this all this stuff in the respective places. So this is just a centrifuge. I would have to start storing stainless steel though, and also steel because I don't think I have that filtered. But chrome is an ore, so it doesn't matter. Put that guy over here. You already have hydrofluoric, right? Yep. There we go. Yeah, my plant line setup, it's very outdated, and honestly, I'm not gonna. It's only what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 machines or so. Technically 8 because I have a chemical reactor that's being used, but it's level maintained right now. And honestly, I don't think I really need to focus on it until the quantum force transformer. I think that's what I'm gonna end up doing. So we'll see how long this can carry until then. I'm not very confident in that though. But I haven't really been hurting on flatline stuff. Okay, so I do need to set up steel and stainless steel, but I don't know if I have that filtered here. Let me check. Chances are I might as well just make 2 of you. And we have been running out of stainless steel, so I had like I had 60,000 of this stored up because we did have the stainless steel B for the longest time. But we've been using our backup and we're running low, so it's a good idea. So I'm putting this back. But I don't think we have steel anywhere. No. Nope. Okay. So put you there. And stainless steel. I'll show you in a little bit. I'm in a train of thought and I'm absolutely going to forget if I don't keep at it. Stainless, the regular steel, and then stainless steel here. And then void excess because I'm going to be building up excess. Go right there. And then put these guys over here. There we go. There we go. Okay. That should be it. So, I can show you here. I got Imperial for, I think I use this for my honey purposes, and then stainless steel. Infinity Catalyst, I'm probably gonna either spam this, like add so much more for the Infinity Catalyst, or set up space elevator, I think is what I want to do. Apatite, this is for phosphorus. Cryotheum is for cryotheum. Lutetium is probably going to get replaced at some point. Americium, oh, I love the Americium B. Yeah, look at that. 1.8 million. So good. Neutronium for my neutrovium stuff. I do have Kevlar, which I've kind of been ignoring this whole time, but we have 11 million Kevlar. Which reminds me, actually, thanks for reminding me. I don't have it set, the PCB factory, I don't have it set up to use Kevlar plates, so this is another big discount opportunity. I'll set that up right now. Then plutonium for my plutonium stuff, and then infused gold because I need that a lot for electrum, flux electrum, indium for indium, nequadrion, xenon, astral silver, refined queen, europium, and lapatron. It's one of each. I don't really have any duplicates. It's just mostly for like the general purpose things that we can consume. So, stainless steel. This goes into centrifuge, and then regular steel also goes into centrifuge. One of each. How are you producing so much then? I mean, this thing runs nonstop. It's also based on their B stats. I can even check. Um, so pretty much all the why you red. Oh, this guy's full. I'll deal with that later. But actually, I can show you over here. So all my Bs are imprinted with this. It has a 4x fertility, which I don't think it really does anything for the production, but blinding speed and the longest lifespan. I don't know if I should change it to shortest long span. I don't actually know the difference, but that's what I do for all the bees. And it also just runs nonstop. So it's kind of just building up like this. Shortest for breeding, okay. Okay, but this is going to be building up our steel. Oh, I also have a lot of steel comb for whatever reason. Did I not produce? I guess I didn't process that. Oh, no, I didn't. Okay, well, that's going. All right, tungsten steel. I don't think we have this automated either. No. But there is a tungsten steel bee. No? Is there not? I thought there was. Oh, okay. Anyways, let's continue with this. So, I would like to make tungsten steel next. This poor guy is going to be filled with output buses. I'm probably going to keep cramming him with output buses until I can't anymore, but we'll do one at a time. I'm going to pause you for a little bit. Okay. So what do I have right now? I have that and this guy, these two guys. Okay, so basically none of the alloys are here. More output buses? Give me 100. No? Oh, I'm out of Barnard to see wood. What the heck? Where are you? Over here. Oh, you can't keep up. How much phthalic acid do I have? I can stop it for like a couple seconds, I think. No, it's not going to work. I have an idea for that. Let me just make the output bus. I'm just going to continue making 100 of these. Oh, come on. Please, please, please. I hate when it does that. There you go. Okay. I'm going to have to deal with this. Probably just going to end up building another tree growth simulator. I imagine they can share inputs, but I got to set up a little something for this. Yeah, because I can't keep up because I did add another one of these coke ovens, and I guess it's too powerful. That's fine. Oh, you're so slow. You're slow. Sorry, you're slow. You're slow. I can't have you this slow. So that guy can go there. Then you. I'll make a stack. I don't care. That one, right? HV machine casing, HV machine casing. Yes, sir. Okay. Now I can make 100 of you. There we go. Oh, you're gonna be slow also. Oh, you're slow. Why do you guys gotta be so slow? Now we're making a stack at a time because I can. Is there a circuit for this? No, right? No. The blank. Blank. You can go right there. Alright, now. There we go. Oh, and you're gonna craft one at a time. That's fine. I just need a couple of them for now. Alright, fine. We'll wait for that. You gotta expand your resources. Anyways, this guy is going to be for tungsten steel. Yeah. So filter tungsten steel. Then storage bus. Tungsten steel extract. Right there. So if I try crafting, you should be... No, okay. I think I'm missing resources here. Steel. You don't have steel. And tungsten. There it is. Okay. There we go. I have 26,000 steel already. There we go. I love to see that. Yeah, I love that. Okay, so that's tungsten steel dealt with, and then the next resource is HSSG. They're all named the same way, I swear. So this guy needs chrome. There's no chrome. Tungsten steel is right there. No. Put tungsten steel right there. Chrome. Put that there. We have 3.7 million molybdenum. 1 million vanadium. 13 million. Okay. And then just add another output bus for that. Put that guy right there. This guy is for HSSG. And the cool thing about this is that this will also help us out with our main storage stuff. This is random crafting. It's going to help us out as well. Need some different cables. You can use gray. So this guy extract only and HSSG. Your filter to HSSG as well. Yep. Okay. So if I turn you on, there we go. HSSG is a little slow to craft though. I may want to speed that up. But it works. That's what I care about. Okay, so that's that. And then we want tungsten carbide and HSSS. My base isn't blowing up, don't worry. It's the implosion compressors making all kinds of racket. Yeah, look at that. Making me a bunch of stuff. And then we can have one guy there. And one guy over here. This guy is filled with outputs and inputs. So I want this guy to make my tungsten carbide. And I want you to be HSSS. So tungsten carbide extract only. HSSS extract only. Right there. It's completely filled with IO. But there we go. So actually I didn't even check if all the inputs were in there. So this guy has iridium, osmium, HSSG. Yes, and this guy has carbon and tungsten, right? Yep. That's pretty much it. And then I'm just going to leave this running for a while, and then we'll see if any of my stuff breaks down. Probably will. I have the biggest concern about HSSS, but I'm hoping that over time it's going to... No, I should upgrade it. Yeah, because that's pretty slow. We're upgrading you to UV. But we're getting our high density uranium and high density plutonium. Love to see it. That's pretty much it. Honestly, we even have a little bit of the light fuel. No, we don't. This is probably going to be the biggest challenge. You know, where do I get this? I don't actually know. So yeah, we can get it from Nakodos Solution, but like I don't know. It's a pretty big puzzle that we got to figure out here. Hello, excuse me, Mr. Extreme. I got tongue twisted with your name. That's my bad though. How you doing? What's popping are these implosion compressors. They keep exploding and it scares me. But other than that, we're doing pretty good. I'm just setting up some more resources to get the Mark III fuel going. So we just finished setting up the high density uranium and the high density plutonium. So pretty much everything is ready here. There is, but it's a comedic effect, right? Yeah, I'm going to upgrade this guy to UV power because it takes a little bit to craft the HSS dusts. So I just finished crafting, actually. I'll pause that for a little bit. So you're going to get upgraded just a little bit to the next tier. Put an energy hatch right there. That's what I'm going for because we've been using Mark II for a while. And even Mark II is really good, 2.3 million. But then I checked Mark III and it's like almost 5 times as much. It's so good. So I'm really gunning for it. So that's pretty much the plan for this playthrough. Is we're focusing on power for a while, and then once I get power, I can finally go on to the next part of the pack. I'm not really focusing on anything else but power right now, and that's trying to really automate the Mark III fuel. And I really mean automating it, trying to keep it 100% production so that I never have to worry about power. Input UHV. Yeah, yes. Mm-hmm. So you say NAC Mark III like you know what it is. What tier are you in? Because that's like an end game or like a later game thing. I'm curious. That's a little quicker. Okay. One refinery running 24/7 and 5 reactors is 2.09 billion. That's like, what's the math? That's a lot of power. 200 times my production, I think, something like that. That's a ton of power, honestly. I don't even know what I would do with that much right now. I'm pretty much early UEV as well. I don't know your definition of being in a tier, but my definition is unlocking the first quest. I know some people say getting the energy hatch is the tier, but my definition is this one. But yeah, we've definitely slowed down. I've been here for about a month, I think, or 2. Oh, same? Yeah, okay. That's pretty cool. Yeah, you don't really see that many people that are around this area, right? Because this is a big wall. It's a huge wall. You know, because I got here with a bunch of machines, right? And then I just realized, you know, I can't really go on until I really fix my power. And you know, a wall like that can tend to causes people to like leave. Yeah, absolutely. So I'm glad to be playing here though. But check it out, I got all these dusts being automated here. So I made that discovery like last week, that you can actually share cram as many resources as possible, even different outputs, as long as the outputs are filtered, then it's gonna work just fine. And ever since I learned this, I'm cramming as many recipes as I can in a single multi-block. It's so good. I don't have the space elevator yet. I think that's my next goal after I get more power. I would love to have one. And I'm gonna have to solve my infinity ingot situation soon because I don't really have a good way of crafting them. Like, yeah, I have infinity catalyst, but that's not really a lot. Yeah, it's already a ton of wasted here. Oh, absolutely, I got that guy too. It was the first thing I got. Like, it was the first thing I pushed for when I got the I forget what they're called, BioWares. The next step, the bio mainframes. It was the first thing I went for, is the ore factory. Love that thing. Okay, so this is the challenge I'm trying to think of. How the heck how am I going to do this? Because how am I going to set this up? I guess what I'm trying to do is, like, we know it starts off with Nakoda solution. It starts off here. We know this. But how do I get this to, like, and what kind of cracking do I do to ensure I get the best yield out of this? Right? To get an equal amount of this and that and whatnot. It's a pretty big challenge. Either way, I'm going to need the oil cracker. No cracking, really? Do you just store it? I guess that's one thing you can do. You just get this, mass produce this stuff. Don't even bother about cracking it. Cracking is for byproducts. Okay, so I should be storing heavy and light fuel, like, indefinitely, but crack the gas. Oh, look at that. I even get water. Sweet. But I should crack the Nakoda asphalt in the gas, is what you're saying, because I don't think this gas is used for Mark III, I believe. Used for Mark II, but not Mark III. Okay. I guess it's like a min-max thing I was thinking about, because you get a lot more light fuel, so you can, like, balance it. But yeah, you're probably right. It's not worth the trouble. So store this indefinitely. I see it. You guys see him? You see him? Watch this, watch this, watch this. He doesn't know I see him. Oh, yeah. He ran away. You're lucky. Okay, so oh, I missed him. So I'm probably going to want to move this oil cracker. Set it up in a better spot. Probably over here next to the other megas. Yeah, because I may want to give this laser power. I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to rebuild this over there because I can. I mean, for sure, asphalt, you can just crack it, right? Because, like, who cares, right? You don't really use this for anything. So I still want to crack it. Well, I guess I don't really need the crack. Yeah, I want to crack it for the byproducts. You get extra, so might as well. Let's rewire all of this. Ew, you're still using Tesla Tower? Oh no, you're still using that. That's funny. All right, let's just break it. It broke immediately. Oh, my inventory. You know, it's one of the things I'm trying to also get myself to change, I guess, is don't make things needlessly complicated. I was already thinking about balancing all of these things, these recipes, right? Because you get more light fuel and have so much more Nakoda fuel, but it doesn't really matter. Doesn't need to be that complicated. Why do I have so much? I'm not complaining. That's a good amount, but I don't know why I have so much of it. But I do want to break this guy so that it we can fit it with lasers a little better. Yeah, I'll fix that later. So, yeah, I was already I was cracking it. There's no need to. What are you doing? I even had a recipe for cracked Radox for whatever reason. Get out of there. So, question to you, Extreme, since you're also a, I guess you can say mid to late game enjoyer. Can you upgrade the Mega Cracker to use a different coil? Or is that as high as it goes? I remember talking about it before with someone else, but I think the consensus was that this is as upgraded as you can get. Unless you can use different coils, I don't know. I guess this question goes out to anybody else. Because it's under, I'm under the impression that this is the best you can give it. HSSG coils. I don't know. NEI shows it takes all coils. So I might as well upgrade it then. It does say up to a maximum of 50% though. That's why I'm like, are you sure it should only be up to HSSG coils? I don't know. That's a weird question. I'm gonna keep to this because I already have them. But if I see otherwise that you can definitely change it, then I will. But I'm gonna keep to this for now because I already have it available. But let's go put it over here. Let's go put it here. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They are, but they're not cheap time-wise. It takes so long to craft. That's an overnight craft because it does take me a little bit to craft it. I mean, I can craft them just fine. They're cheap, but they're not time cheap, if that makes sense. That's what I get for having a slow assembly line, though. Totally deserved. I'm looking for the oil cracker. I might as well set it up. Oh, I don't like when it does that. It really is. It's true. Time is just energy. Oh, we're getting theoretical here. It's true though. It does show it can accept other coils, but I'm only going by the fact that the tooltip says up to a maximum of 50%, which is tier 5. Well, I guess we'll just stick with that. Oh no, I didn't do that. Oh, how much you want to bet you put stuff like in the weirdest spots? Definitely. Yeah, but it's still weird that it accepts better coils. So I don't know. I got no idea. Get some qubit. Oops. What did it seem? I know we're not really going to be using the cracker for like the heavy and light fuel, but I might as well set it up for other things. Future proof it, right? And all my other megas over here, so might as well. And before I do that, I might as well also set up the outputs here. There's going to be a lot of output, so I'm going to have to do a lot of filtering now that I think about it. So we're going to be producing this, so minimum I'm just going to make 10. It's going to be a lot of fluids I have to deal with, so I'll just craft those and set them up later. I redid my plat line just to improve my osmium situation, and it's still struggling to give me 10,000 osmium in less than an hour. Honestly, that's probably more than what I'm making. I only have 65,000, and I level maintain this stuff. It's not very good. And on the bright side, I think we have so much of. No, we don't. We have a lot of something in the plat line, and I'm honestly like trying to brave it until Quantum Force Transformer. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that, but we'll see. Maybe I can stall for that long. So I'm going to need 2 stocking input hatches. One for the top. I mean, you work, right? You know what I'm thinking of? So we already have our setup over here. And we have this. I'm gonna keep it. Well, I don't know if I should keep it or not. I'm not gonna do this anymore, right? I know that. I'm not gonna do this anymore. I'll keep it for now. That's where I do my distillation stuff. So I'll keep that there. But that's gonna be one avenue for upgrade later. If I need to speed it up and it's time for a mega distillation tower, I'll put it somewhere here. I don't know. Crafting that, we have the 4096s. Is it time for filtering? Yeah, probably. Yeah, I need to filter it because look how much. That's so much. All right, let's figure out how much I'm going to need to save. So I need, I'm going to need to store heavy Nakodov fuel cell. Hey, precarious. No, we're actually doing pretty good. We're getting close to the Mark III. We pretty much have it ready. I just need to like get more of the fuel stuff. And I'm just going to make sure that I can store all of the byproducts. So Nakodog gas, I'm probably just going to end up cracking it. Because, yeah, I also have so much of it too. I have so much of this. So I'm not really going to store all of this. There's just so much fluids I have to deal with. A lot of filtering. Cracking it reduces your fuel by a lot in favor of byproducts. But the Nakodog gas, so this is my main question because this isn't really used for anything else. For Mark III. It's only used for Mark II, yes. But I'm trying to only focus on Mark III. And if I use Mark II, I'm gonna store it for now. Like you never know because this can be used to like start up a base. And it pretty much just gives the other noble gases. And so I'm gonna be storing heavy Nakodov fuel and light Nakodov fuel. I'm not gonna crack it, but I will crack the asphalt because that's pretty much what it is. You also get extra stuff here. NAC gas I ignored. Yeah, it's just noble gases. Yeah, honestly, I'm just gonna store it. I'm gonna store it as well. You never know if it's useful. Or tell you what if you also just use it for Mark II? Nah, never mind. I don't want to do this.
Demand entertainment.
Has it been an hour already? Guess so. Okay. So, a little bit of a story. Well, not really a story, but I got the camera, right? So, one of the issues with it, I talked about it earlier in the stream, but I have to turn off all of my AC and my fan so that it doesn't come out in the recording.
All.
So, just give me a couple minutes. And then I'll actually play. It is about time for a break, so I'll get back to it. I'll also feed the ball on my break, but I have to use the restroom and wait for my AC to turn off, so you don't hear the fan go into the mic because you can really hear it. But let me take a quick break and then I'll take care of all that stuff. So feed the rubber band ball and the jam session. Let's do it. I'll be right back. Give me a couple minutes, I promise. Behind there. Oh, they are.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
No.
Get upstairs, get upstairs, get upstairs, get upstairs!
I'm blaming you for this.
No, get upstairs! I told you to be careful!
I'm not surviving this, dude.
No! Oh, dude, I'm stuck inside.
No, you said it was safe. Thank you. Thank you. I'm getting better, I promise you. I would like to improve the... Oh no, I dirtied the water source. Rudely interrupted. I guess I have a bucket of sludge now. But okay. Yes, you can hear me. Let me just drink some water. So, for those who don't know, my camera is on the other side, and I'm streaming behind the wall. You might be able to see my water bottle. You see that? Can I say hi? I'm too short. I can't reach over the wall. But first off, let's fill up or feed the rubber band ball. It's getting quite large. It's been a while since I fed this guy. I feel like I've been neglecting it for a little bit, honestly. But I'd like to bring it back into the Let's Plays, because it's been a while since I fed it. So, one of the challenges that I have to deal with, I've already talked about it earlier in the stream, but one of the challenges I have to deal with for the recording setup I have here is the fact that the AC picks up basically, or the mics pick up basically all the noise from the AC, and it's really loud, and you hear it in the recording. So, for me to actually record music for you guys, I have to turn off my AC and it gets super hot in here. So I can really only go for a couple minutes before it gets too hot. Because you know how it is in Central Texas, it gets hot. There we go. Okay. So what am I gonna play? Memory Lane. So back in high school there's this performance we used to do called a Region. And the idea is that, you're a bunch of nerds performing in front of judges. You can't see the judges, so you're just playing in front of a wall, and they're behind a curtain, and you just practice various music, right? But this was my the music that I had to play for senior year of high school. And I still remember it. Not the full song, though. It's been a while. That's one of the first songs. It's called Birch Brook, and man, I love that song. So that was my senior year region performance song, and I also remember my freshman year. I don't remember any of the other ones though. I think this one's called Monte Cristo. Just little bits from the songs I used to play. I don't remember the full songs though, it's been a while. So, also one of the things I'm trying to do is get more sheet music, because I don't really have any. So I don't really know a lot of variety right now, so I should really order some, but... Sneak peek. And another challenge I have... actually, let me go back to the actual mic. Okay, right here. So another challenge I have with the recording setup is that there's no monitor at the instrument, so I have no idea how I look or how I sound. So I don't even know if that recorded correctly. And I would never know until I actually look back at the footage and then I find out that, wait, I didn't record myself. Oops. It's okay, it's okay. Can't put this back, right? I still can't put that back. Wait. I gotta turn on my AC. It gets hot. I'm telling you, just a couple minutes and it gets super hot. My apartment complex hates me because every time I shut off and turn on my AC again, I damage the thing. I actually blew a capacitor a couple of weeks ago. My AC just stopped working because I turned it off and then back on, and it just broke. And I realized that it was after I think it was after a stream, either a stream or a recording I was doing separately, and my place got so hot. I was literally sweating in the middle of the night. It was so bad, all because I turned it off and then back on. So funny. Okay, so we got to figure out what to do with our little Nakoda stuff. So at minimum, I'm going to store all of this stuff. Yeah, we're not going to crack any of the light and heavy. But what I do want to store is Nakoda asphalt, Nakoda gas. Well, basically all of these. I'm going to have a storage for all of this, and then I'll deal with it later. Yeah, we can always just deal with it later, because we still get more stuff here. Oh no, I should deal with it now, because I do want to crack this for even more fuels for this. So I'm also going to have molten plutonium 239. There's already a storage for that. I need thorium, thulium, and uranium 238. I don't know if I'm storing that. Let me check. No, we have 239. I think that's yeah. Okay, so I need to store thorium, thulium, and uranium 238, and all of these different fuels. Actually, that's voiding. This is where I'm looking for. Pretty much the same thing. Okay, so let's get the 4096 stuff that I crafted. How much do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. So we store the asphalt. Then we store an aqueduct gas. Then heavy aqueduct fuel. A lot of filtering here. We all know and love this. Best part of any mod pack is filtering things. Molten thorium. Molten thulium. And molten uranium 238. There we go. I need another drive. Okay. But luckily my AC has been working just fine and it hasn't broken down. Fingers crossed, right? Knock on wood if you believe in that. And then I think I do want to filter or destroy excess because this stuff is going to build up over time. I don't want it to, so start destroying excess. I don't like destroying excess, but, you know, it's going to fill up over time. But those guys can store 8 billion, so it'll be a while until we actually see that happening. Okay, but that should be set up for those guys now. So we pretty much have that. We have a ton of heavy fuel for whatever reason. That's because I cracked so much of the light fuel. And I probably should not have. But that's what I was doing. But we're going to be building it up. And we technically have this fuel. But I'm not going to set it up yet until I can confirm that we're good. Like 100% good. Well, I might as well, right? Yeah, and then we'll see where our troubles are. So I will go ahead and... Can I give this laser hatches? It does support multi-amp, so I'm going to give this a 4-amp UHV hatch just to step it up to UEV power. I'm not going to use chromatic glass because I can't really produce this that fast. So we're going to give it a 4-amp UHV. Okay, I wonder what the issue is there. Like, we have so much of that, but why don't I have a lot of uranium? Tungsten carbide? Graphite uranium mixture dust. No, I have a lot of it. That's why they're slow. Okay, so it's trying to process the wrapped plutonium first, and then it's not able to do the other one. So I probably have to speed this up. Or whenever it catches up to this, I think I'll do that as well. Yeah, I'll at least give this a UV energy hatch. Just to upgrade it a little bit. But once I really get the power going, that's when I'll start like really pushing for I guess good automation. Start pumping tons of power into machines, more power than I probably should. Right, we're not quite done yet though. I still need to figure out the byproducts here. So we're getting Naquadah solution automatically, and we are processing it down. So one of the things I want to crack is Naquadah asphalt. And for us to do that, I need to automate molten atomic separation catalyst, which we also use for the reactor itself. So this is what's next. I need to do this. So to get this, I need to smelt the ingot. Let's work on this guy next. So I'm going to need this recipe. This is what I'm going to be doing. Have a lot of molten plutonium. Okay. So this is going to be in a blast furnace. It's going to be a little tricky to set this up. Let's do one thing at a time, though. Start from the ground up. So it might need to be adding another mixer here for the separation catalyst. And forget what recipe I was doing. I think I was doing Quantium. I think it was this one. How much Quantium do I have? I have plenty of Quantium. I have plenty of Ardite and a good amount of Firestone. Yeah, okay. So I need a circuit 4. Put that in there. And then I need all of these filters there. Oh, Firestone, Quantium, Ardite, and then an output bus. And then a storage bus, a cable, and a facade because I'm going to be building up here. Biblically accurate mixer. Guy's gonna be filled with a bunch of stuff. No, it's not time to stop playing and take a break. I just did. Don't tell me what to do. Oh, this guy's also going to need an Naquadah. Yep. Oh man, tier 6 water, that's a UV, actually needs a lens from an ore on tier 9. Never mothership. Yeah, we're not there yet either, but I would love to get there. This guy's filtered, and then tell this guy extract only. Okay. Okay, so this guy just instantly processed all of that. Alright, that guy's going. And this guy needs to be upgraded to actually keep up with the demand. So give this a better energy hatch. Let me turn this on. When did you make the bee? What bee? Made plenty of bees in the apiary already. Dover again, Midnight Messiah. Right there. The one staring right at him. Oh, you mean this guy? So these guys have actually been here forever. They've been here for a while, couple months, plenty of months actually. It's just that we've expanded so far out that they're in our way now. So basically, okay, so where the apiary was just 2 months ago, none of this was here. None of it. But the bees were. And we've just been steadily expanding outward, adding more machines, and then now the bees are in our way. This guy especially got in our way. But they've been there for a while. I didn't make them, it was Allie. And yeah, I agree. The genetic imprinter's so thick, so good. Curious why I don't see any Naquadon. Anyone want to tell me what I did wrong last episode? These are storage buses. They're supposed to be fluid storage buses. No wonder it's not working. Oh, it's funny. Dummy. So dumb. I'm so dumb. It's okay, though. I forgive myself. So this is, should be molten plutonium 241. No, go over there. Extract only. I probably messed that up somewhere as well. This guy is 239. Extract only. And this guy is Naquadon. Extract only. There we go. That should fix some of our problems. That's funny. So if I check my Naquadon storage now, there it is. Now we have a lot of Naquadon. I haven't seen the Backrooms mod pack. Unless you're talking about Liminal Industries, I've seen that one. I don't know too much about it though. I just know it's like create based. It does look interesting though. Oh, it is that one. Yeah, I've seen it. Looks pretty cool. I don't think I'll be playing it anytime soon though, because I've been because I've been playing Meatball Craft, and I can only deal with 2 mod packs at a time. Compact claustrophobia with less poo. Compact claustrophobia was pretty fun. I do admit that. Okay, but we do have a good amount of that. We have a ton of this. I just need to automate a random. So a random is going to be a forming press. So let's set that up. Internally wire. Yes, yes. Meatball Crafts has been doing pretty fun. Sorry, I spaced out. I was just staring at and looking at recipes. Oh, it's been a while since that happened. I just spaced out. Yeah, it's been going pretty fun. Shameless advertisement, but I do have I got a playlist going on there, so you can check that out. I'm on episode 7 now. I'm gonna be recording tomorrow again. I'm still relatively early on in the pack, but it's been good fun so far. I totally spaced out there. I need a muffler, a maintenance. So I haven't actually seen them, but I've heard them. I remember caving in one of the first episodes, and like I was laughing to myself because I can hear them honking, but like I wasn't able to find it. So I haven't seen them, but I've heard them. I don't know. It's Advent of Ascension. That mod is strange. I don't know too much about it. I've never actually played that mod before, but it's an interesting one for sure. And apparently they drop like laser guns. Because I've seen some things in there that like there are laser guns in that pack for some reason. I don't know. Those kinds of mods ruin packs for me. That's a fair fair opinion. Me, it's the novelty of it because I've never played it before. And I'm not scared of clowns either, so it doesn't really impact me in that way. Oh yeah, I was about that. I didn't want to sound mean, but I also didn't want to like judge you for being scared of clowns. You're allowed to be scared of things. Advent and Divine RPG are just the key mods. They're very similar to each other, I've noticed. They're definitely one of the mods of all time. I agree. Can I be I mean, you can. I'm not gonna judge you, but I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't call it judging. I mean, you're able to like what you like. I can't judge that as long as you're not hurting anybody. But no, those clowns are kind of funny. What I have seen is like, for example, like I don't know why I'm thinking, but something like Stabalo, you can see this mob info tab. You can also you can excuse me. The heck was that? Tongue twisted. You can also see the mob info in Meatball Craft, and I have seen the clowns pop up. You can I'm not gonna be ashamed about that. I spill my spaghetti a lot. It is pretty good though. There's so much information to it. I even keep it in the Let's Plays. I catch myself stuttering sometimes, and sometimes it's just funny, so I keep it there. I think it happened in the last episode of Compact Claustrophobia. Oh, I stepped over my toes so bad on that episode at the end. I think I was talking about I did it again. See, it's tectonic petroleum. That's exactly what I did in that mod pack, and I'm doing it now. Because that's how I got all my diamonds at the end of that pack, is using tectonic petroleum. That stuff is so hard for me to say. But I'm not the kind of person. I've noticed that. That's how my brain is. I don't think about what I'm gonna say. I just say it. So whenever it's really tough things, I'm gonna spill my spaghetti, or I don't know the saying for it. I'm gonna walk all over myself if it happens. How do you pronounce it, Zephyr? Arothium? Isn't that here too? I guess not. Isn't it Arothium? I don't know. So this guy to make Orundum. I don't think I've ever heard anybody say it before. I'm pretty sure it's Arothium. This guy needs these two, and you're going to output Orundum. Someone clip that. I want to go back to that. I think I'll leave a marker for myself. But what time am I on? 2 hours. All right, I'll come back to this. I can hear myself stutter like crazy. And I don't even have. It's not a speech impediment. I think it's because of how I think. I don't think of what I'm gonna say. I just say it. And a lot of the times, my vocals can't keep up. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. I think faster than I speak. In other words, I think that's what's happening. Man, speaking of that, have you guys heard like auctioneers, auction house hosts? Those guys can do some sick rap battles. Not something I could ever keep up with. one of the one of the earlier I still remember one of like an old memory I have from like middle school or something was like someone took clips from those auction house dudes and they put like rap music in the background. It's so good. They auto-tuned it. There it is. Isn't it usually the other way around? You speak faster than you think. I think so, yeah. I was just thinking about stutter rap. Yeah, it's funny stuff. All right, this guy's set up, but you're not really doing anything because there's no. Oh, that's for the other component ass line whenever I get it going. But this is for I need to get more materials going. So, I can only make this in the cutting machine, so I might as well. I don't know. What's the best way to deal with this? I guess I'm going to do this. I need a cutting machine though. Yeah, let's do that. That is LV, yeah. Let's just make another cutting machine. I don't have a recipe for you. It's not. Dream the breath of life, so I can leave this world. Excuse me, I don't have a cutting machine behind. I don't even. Using tungsten steel. That one. Now? No? Diamond saw blade. Assembler. The blank assembler as well. It's supposed to be a comma. You spot something shiny at your feet. I just have my backpack auto picking up every single thing, and there's a lot. So much eggs and gold coins and nuggies in my backpack. Finally. Need to make the cutting factory frames as well. I'm gonna make a stack of you at a time because I can, and this is circuit 1, right? Yeah. How much do I need? Yeah, just one of them. Talonite frame box. Do that, and that is a circuit 4 for frame boxes. Then Mirashing Steel is a fluid solidifier. I swear I have another one. Yeah, I do. Still a time investment, those bees. Absolutely, but like, they're so helpful. Talonite rod is craftable here. So that is a solidifier rod. There you go. Then Mirashing Steel is a glass furnace. Do that much for now. That is circuit 5. This guy. I really need an upgraded alloy blast smelter. It's about time. And I deleted my... What happened? Am I crafting another one? I meant to craft... No, I meant to craft the casings. There we go. What did you do? Honestly, I would say I feel bad for you, but that's pretty funny. Is there anything important in there? Honestly, that's really funny. All right, we have this guy though. All right, so this guy needs maintenance. You also need a muffler. I'm running low, so make 100. The muffler can go right there. And that guy right there. Then I hope I have enough multi-block space for all the stuff I need for this. I feel like we'll be good though. I'm sorry, that's funny. I don't mean to laugh, but how can I not? There is a critter on my monitor. What are you doing there? Am I gonna... Nah, I'm sorry. I can't let him go. He's bugging me. He's a big one too. Hang on. I gotta do some pest control. Give me a couple seconds. Extra pack I'm using. I also included a link to the GTNH wiki that has more research packs there for you to check out if you're interested. Like I mentioned earlier, I'd like for this to be a series where I answer some frequently asked questions. So if I get any more, I'll be sure to answer them. But for now, take care. See you later. Bye-bye. Just one more collider, bro. I promise, bro. Just one more collider. Bro, come on, just give me $22 billion and I promise, bro. Bro, please. We just need I'm gonna leave that there, but that's so funny. I love all of the lore that this mod pack adds. It's so great. Hello, are you possessed?
Oh my god. I'm hearing singing.
I hear something.
My aim
I hear
reader.
something. Where?
Oh,
Where?
my heart.
Oh my
I
god!
saw
I
it.
saw something. I saw
I
something.
saw something.
I saw something.
I'm going out. I'm
Oh
going
my
out.
god!
Open
I'm
the door.
fucking running out. Fucking
Open
no.
the door.
I don't know what to do.
I think
I
he had
see
like
it.
a cowboy hat.
I don't see it. I'm fucking running.
Oh god.
I'm running. Where are you guys?
We're outside.
We're outside.
Oh fuck no! I'm by myself in the house. Run!
Guys, I died.
I dropped my EMF reader. That's right there.
Oh, oh, I made it.
Oh no. Get me out of here. Okay, I'm back. Oh, I hate it. I have dealt with the pest control situation. I'm going to put the power back here. You can be CPM. Then we have one output bus here. This guy is filtered to block of type. No, want the plate. We want Tiberium plate. And this guy, we feed it block of Tiberium and lubricant. I'm going to reset the song because I skipped half of it. This guy is Tiberium plate. There we go. How many channels do I even have? I did start a new branch, 18 channels. Okay. The one thing I'm not really... Oh, I should have connected you. Oops. Forgot about that. I'm out of HSSS. I'm surprised I didn't mess up how I pronounce that. There you go. Craft more, please. I literally need just... It's in my hand. Okay. There we go. Go. There we go. A little bit faster. I'm trying to get fully stocked up on high density plutonium and uranium over here. Okay. It's going to eat through a lot of our resources, but I'm okay with that. That's the point. It's also kind of a stress test to our system to see where we're lacking. How much lubricant do I have? I should have a... I have a lot. Okay. And then power you. You need more the transformers. There we go. I said it earlier this episode, and I'm gonna say it again. I cannot wait for the wireless energy hatches. And the amount of time that's gonna save me. Oh man. Yes, keep dying, princess. Out of context, that just sounds really funny. Alright, but you're good to go. So next up is actually making the block of Tiberium. That is a compressor. And pseudo-stable. I'm gonna make this guy because I don't need the high impact pressurization or the hot isostatic pressurization units in your area. I don't need this. I just need this, right? Can't craft it, really? Hot isostatic pressurization units in your area. I don't know why I find that so funny. There we go. Then I need the supporting casings, which is that, and a bunch of reinforced glass. Reinforced glass, we got tons. Well, not really tons, but it's super easy to craft. I can craft you 60 of you. Thank you. And then electric compressor casings. 103, so I guess 110. There you go. I might need to speed up recipes. Yeah. This is probably gonna take for you're gonna take forever, aren't you? Yeah, you're gonna be slow. Don't be afraid to craft stacks at a time. There. Okay. So crafting those guys, that should be ready in no time, but these guys I need 100. Thank you. What are you trying to breed right now, Jericho? I'm curious. Okay, but I do have this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4. All the way up to neutronium. Nice. I had made it a mission to get up to cosmic neutronium, but then I learned that you can't really use the comb until DTPF, so I stopped. The same thing with the infinity comb. You need the DTPF to process it. So I just went with infinity catalyst and neutronium. That's as far as I can get to. Insane how much UI lags when I open the B chest. I just opted to throw everything back in storage. I don't have a B chest anymore, but I had so much stuff in there. Casings are done, so I should be able to craft it or get it built. There we go. And go ahead and patch that up because I don't like holes in my base. I don't want to fall over, trip myself. That's a safety violation. Trying not to get sued out here. Okay, so as usual, you just need an energy hatch, then a transformer. I'm just gonna hold all of them on me because of all the machines I need to set up anyways. You know what? Hold the DPM hatches as well. There you go. Make my life just a little bit easier. This guy's a little weird because I can't put the supporting blocks anywhere. Yeah, because the input output, you can only put them on the pipe casings on the side here. Everything else can be on the electric casings. So I can put the energy hatch here. There we go. Okay, so that guy's powered. I don't know why. I looked back at your message, even though I already read it, and I read GUI lasagna. You know, that I think that shows you where my mind is at. It does sound pretty good, honestly. I'm trying to fix my diet, not just because I should be eating better, but money-wise. I'm trying to save money. Because I have a plan. And my long-term plan, I guess financial plan, is to pay off my debt. And once I pay off my debt, I can finally get my own house. And do you want to know what the whole reason why I want a house in the first place? Is for this guy. This guy takes up too much space, and I need its own room. And my neighbors are loud, and I want to have not neighbors, so that's pretty much it. Yeah, no, that's what I'm planning. I'm planning for at least a 3-bedroom. One bedroom is for this guy. Just one bedroom is for this dude. He's gonna have his own room. No, but the idea also is my streaming setup because I guess I'm gonna skip again. Sorry about the music. It gets cut off every time I switch scenes, but um, because remember my streaming setup is behind the wall. You see back there. This apartment's weird. It just has like an open wall for some reason. Like there's no reason it needs to do that, but they do. So I would like everything in one room. But yeah, I'm trying to save money, just to help me out a little bit to afford stuff like that, right? We'll get there. I'm not hurting for money either, right? It's just trying to get by a little faster. We'll get there one day, though. I'm just telling you. And it's also going to be like a duplex. I'm trying to go the duplex route so I can be my own landlord and then retire. If I can make the same amount of money I'm making right now at work by collecting rent, I would absolutely just spend my day playing Minecraft. That's the dream. I just want to be able to play Minecraft without getting in trouble. We'll get there. We'll get there. That's the wrong thing. I need a docking input bus. All right, precarious. I don't know if you're still hearing, but you're gonna have to share what you made. You can't just say that and not share. I'll remind them. I'll remind them again. Oh, the precarious said that they were gonna make something to eat, and now I'm curious about it. Docking input bus. That excuse me. That doesn't seem to build. Does it not work? It clearly says there, you gotta learn to read. Pipe casings on side. That's not a side apparently. By the way, I'm gonna shamelessly advertise my family. So this song that's playing right now, called Rapture by Torchy. My cousins made this. Like they just just made it and it sounds so good. I love it. Yeah, a lot of my family's musicians. Mostly my dad's side, but I just had to share it. And then plus the outro music for my Let's Play series is my brother. He made that. And then my older brother's a drummer, and then me, I got this guy. Or just a bunch of musicians over here. It'd be cool if we can collaborate more, so I'm trying to think of ideas to do that more often. It'd be pretty fun. So this guy is going to be outputting our blocks of Tiberium. I'm going to filter this to Tiberium extract only. And then, yeah, and then you need the Tiberium crystal. Or excuse me, Tiberium gem. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I just need to make sure that this actually works. If I try to craft like 1,000 of you. Yeah, it works, and then it gets consumed by this guy. Oh, nice. And then that guy gets sent over here with the raw silicon plate. Did I hear something run out of power? I think I'm hearing things. I'm gonna ignore it for now. Let me check my base. It's been a while actually, because I've had the streamer switch on for this entire time. No, our base is doing fine. That would be such a funny troll, right? Like one of the Thaumcraft effects, the warp effects, is to cause the power shutdown sound. You know how mad that would make people? I'm gonna be a tell you what, I'm gonna dev. I'm gonna be a pack dev. I'm definitely going down the pipeline. You know, you play GTNH so much that you end up deving the pack. My first action as GTNH dev. Make the warp play the power shutdown noise. I have a GUI that shows my LSE energy storage, and it just so happens that I looked at it and it was at 0%. That's funny. That's the Nidus, something like that. That's the computer craft thing you can that Samsa did or something like that. Because I've seen that GUI before. But confirmed this does work at least. So all of this stuff works. The next step is to make the Tiberium crystal. And I think at this point I can use the compressor and the electric yeah, I can use this guy, which we already have set up, so let's do it. I'm gonna borrow this guy. 900 million EU. It took from Nitro. Gone just like that. Jeez. That's what's so cool. Even though we're technically in the same spot, like, our power difference is so massive still. Because I'm not generating nearly that much. But I do have the electric implosion compressor here, so I can set that up kind of easily. Pause that for a little bit. I'm going to borrow this one over here. And this guy is going to be Tiberium crystals and have a storage bus. I just realized that you have 600 million from... Oh, 220 from Nitro. That's still a ton. I'm like, you know how much I'm generating? It's like 10. It's not a lot. I think you talked about this before, haven't you? It sounds like a familiar discussion. Where, oh, I'm adding one over here, but I'm pretty sure I have enough channels now. Yeah. Where you're able to have so much of this nitrobenzene, yeah. I gotta apologize, you know, just to anybody else that's watching. There's a lot of people come and go, and I'm gonna forget who talks about what. It's not. I don't think there's any way for me to remember, so I apologize. But I recall. I do recall. Okay, so this guy is going to have an output of Tiberium crystals or gems, and then I just need to stock this with a Tiberium dust. And there you go. Check here. No? Oh, because you have tiny piles of dark ashes as well. Like, literally, who cares about you? But I can't set this to void because it's going to void it, and I don't want to do that. We have enough space for another output bus, though, so I'm going to have to do that. But still, like, 220 from nitrobenzene's impressive. I think I'm making like 10 million or something like that. Most of my power, the majority of it's coming from Mark II fusion. What am I trying to do? Another output bus. I'm going to change the color of this so it doesn't connect. Even though I don't think it really matters, right? I don't think it matters, but I'm going to do it anyways. There you go. Okay, so this guy is going to be dark ashes. And no storage bus because I don't really need to, but I can give this an interface. And that's going to pull in all the items. There, and then don't show. Pretty much it. Okay, so I should be able to turn this back on. There's all my Tiberium. Yeah. And then it just gets eaten by this guy over here. Make all the blocks in the world, and then you're stuck. I love that. That's what I want to see. And I want to see that as well. Okay, so we have Tiberium blocks, or Tiberium plates dealt with. Now this guy has all of them. Next up is silicon. Two ways I can do this. What I'm probably going to do is set up silicon ingots in the blast furnace, honestly. I don't want to deal with ashes, actually. No, I think I'm going to do this because... trying to think of the path of least resistance is what I'm looking for. Because if I'm going to do this, the fluid solidifier route, that just means I have a ton, like, or more machines. I have to set up a fluid extractor for the silicon, which means I need the ingot anyways. So yeah, I'm gonna need the ingot either way. Is this really the only way? How do I get my silicon ingots? Why not on demand all of this? It's a personal challenge of mine. And it's also because I've noticed it's like there's a non-zero chance that my level maintainer bugs out and I just want to pass it. It's a personal challenge for myself. So how am I making raw silicon? I don't get it. How am I doing this? Hey, I gotta check. I'm blanking out here. My silicon ingot. It says I can do it in a blast furnace just like that. Really? What? I'm so confused. There's only one recipe here. Oh, that's why. Duh. Okay, this is easier. I'll do it like this. So my Mark II fuel is on demand. And that's actually what I've been relying on. But the Mark III fuel, I want to full passive it. Whether or not it's like the better idea, I don't know, but I'm not really gonna concern myself with it. I can do the same thing here, actually, and just combine the inputs and then just dump all the circuits there. And actually, no, I can't do that. Because then I'm going to have issues with circuit 1 interfering with this, and it's going to cause problems. So I need another stocking input. In other words, let's do that. Stocking input with circuit 1. And I think I have another one of you. Oh, I don't have the channel space. Oops. I don't know what to do about this, I'm thinking. I'm gonna have a lot of fluid solidifier stuff here. I should probably also put this on a subnet, so I'm going to. I need a controller, quartz fiber. Yes. Yeah, but I have the cables on me. I'm also going to need a storage bus, a fluid storage bus. Probably tons of wood. I don't know, I'm just being dumb. I'm going to make this a different color, gray. There you go. Okay, so change this to light blue. Break you. Then give this a dense cable. Blue as well. And then we extend here, light blue, and there. That should be gray. Okay, so we put the fluid storage bus right there. And you're only going to be extract only, because I don't want to store anything in here. And then dual interface right there. So all of this stuff should be now in storage. So I can double check with like, that's not really going to tell me much, but things like Nakoda. Yep. Okay. So this also saves me a couple channels. I can check here. Yeah, we got 3 channels saved. All of that to add a stocking input bus on the blast furnace. Right there. Circuit 1, and you're going to have silicon. And then this guy needs another output bus. Yeah. This guy is going to be hot silicon ingot in your area. I don't know, I'm sorry. It reminds me of a it's just like you know, I know you guys agree with me, ads are annoying. I don't think there's anybody on this planet that thinks ads are like useful. But some of them are pretty funny, I gotta admit. Alright, it's already filled up with silicon, that's funny. An example was that I was trying to research things about RMS, voltage and current. Getting a little nerdy here, but I had to do something with work because I was trying to study up on that for work-related things. And so I looked up like some random web page explaining about how the RMS, current and voltage works, what it is, and whatever. But like in the middle of the paragraph, there was like an ad that just said like, "You want to lose 30 pounds? This is how you do it." It's like perfect ad placement. Oh, I realized that these guys are too big. That's fine. Okay. I'm just thinking about out loud. Sometimes ads are funny, is what I'm trying to say. So this guy, I want this to be giving me silicon. Right there. Boom, look at that. It's so good. Isn't it cool when you set up a system and it actually works? It rarely happens here, but it's so cool when it actually does work. There we go. And just give this a cable and that. Okay, so now we have silicon ingots being stored. Okay. And then I just need the plate. Oh, shush. And I can use the bending machine here to produce that for me. So I would give this silicon ingot. And to save channels, I can also give this an input bus with all the different circuits. Distressed and unfamiliar. With the feeling seared. I need a circuit 1. So I need a circuit circuit 1 for the bending machine and a circuit 10. And then you can't really. I can't turn off input separation, so I can't do this. Never mind. So I can give this a stocking bus. It's fine. Okay, so I can make this circuit 10, and you're going to be circuit 1 for the plates. And I should have channels here, because this is on the new line. Oh, you really went into the nitrobenzene stuff. Honestly, it's pretty impressive. It's making my foils, and then I just need another output bus over there for the raw silicon plate. Right there. And then I can give this a storage bus. Oh, this guy needs the silicon ingot. There we go. Oh, you love to see that. Stuff's working so quick. I love it. Then give this a storage bus, and then filter that to silicon, extract only. There you go. Okay, so now we have all of that ready. So this goes into the forming press with the Tiberium now. And turn that on. You have silicon plate, don't you? You do. It's not being detected. I'm confused here. It's just the ratio between machine spam and reducing power module. Okay. Force B. That's a thing? Oh, wow. I don't know, because the power generation, you need the plasma, right? And I don't think there's really a way to get the plasma out of the fluid, because this makes the fluid. Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, you can also just make the heliothermal plasma fabricator, but you kind of need the Godforge for this. I don't think that's gonna happen anytime soon. Why aren't you... How come I can't see the silicon plate? You're literally right there. Oh, because I have a filter to ingots, duh. There we go, okay. And now we make the Orendum plate. There we go. So all these machines are just making racket. Alright, so we have all of this stuff ready. We have a random plate, so now I can make the hot atomic separation catalyst ingot. Try saying that 5 times fast. So I would need to put all that stuff over here next. And because this is a blank circuit, I can pretty much put it anywhere. Put it here. So give this Orendum, give this raw atomic separation catalyst, and then molten plutonium. We only have 95 million, so it's a lot. Alright, next up, I have the output buses on me. I'm going to need some storage buses for this, though. take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have enough space for this. And then this is going to make the hot ingot. I already got a good amount of it there. Okay, and then this guy is that filtered. Okay, so I got a good amount of that, and then we put the cool down ingot here. There we go. Then storage bus, give it that guy, and extract only. There we go. Now we have atomic separation catalyst ingot. And then we put it over there in the fluid extractor for the fluid. And I need the CPM output patch. Thank you. There we go. And then get the fluid storage bus. Don't put an item storage bus like I did last time. Yeah, Cenarium B is great. That's how I'm actually getting my Cenarium dust. I haven't really set it up again. I took it out, but it's that's how I got a lot of my Cenarium. So I'm a little ashamed about my B progress because I skipped so much of it. That's what happens when you don't hold the Bs for more than 2 seconds. I got a lot of things I need to deal with. Like I think I have like basically every B. But none of them are actually like I have neutronium. How come I don't pick this up? I'm lazy. And then give this the this guy. It instantly got eaten. Alright, so we have this being stored, produced now. And then next up is actually making sure that it works. So I'm gonna have to watch my system here. Make sure it actually works. So this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking of setting up another supercapacitor and another NAC reactor. And I'm basically gonna slowly but surely move my battery bank from over here, the old setup. I'm gonna move it over there. But I'm not gonna rip that apart because that's just asking for base shutdown and all kinds of problems. So I'm basically gonna copy the setup and then only power this transformer so that the basically everything here is using the Mark III fuel to make more Mark III fuel, and then I can really spam upgrades, like power upgrades, to make sure that I don't run out. That's what I'm thinking. At least for now. For example, like the vacuum freezer is a little slow. Blast furnace is probably a little slow, and then there's like a whole bunch of other machines that might be a little slow. This guy for sure is a little slow. But I'm gonna leave this running for a little bit, and then I gotta see like where else the bottlenecks are and try to focus on that. But I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and add a new row of machines, and that'll be where the new power system is. So back here. A lot of machines though. I can't even see the AE2 controller at this point. Am I chunk loaded? Yeah, I'm fine. So many machines I've added. Okay, let's think about this though. I think I still want to deal with an aqueduct asphalt. Oh shush. So where are we really lacking? Yeah, let's just set up the Mark III fuel and then just power itself, and that's it. And I think all the new machines I'm gonna add are going to be using Mark III fuel. Everything past this transformer is going to be using the old setup. Everything past here is going to be the new power system. That way it's separate, and then I can like, slowly upgrade instead of just like switching power directly and then breaking everything. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. It is gonna be a big upgrade, so I'm probably gonna have to hold off until next episode. But let's set up the area. So I still have to actually craft the fuel, but all of that will be next episode. So it looks like, I believe this is the center, right? No, that's not gonna happen. Because I'm just checking the time right now. It's already midnight. It's about time for sleep. So this is the center. Then I'm going to go basically as far as the last machine goes. 1, 2, 3. And this is where that qubit line will go for the next row of machines. Just to follow the same pattern. But I'm going to have the Lapatronic supercapacitor right here, plus another NAC reactor. So let's go ahead and craft, at least get that going. I don't think it's that expensive. No, not really. Still missing some things though. Missing adamantium, how dare you? Really? Right, sure. This is a blast furnace circuit 1. I'm out of pattern space for that. Yeah, it looks like we got all the automation. Everything's pretty much ready for the fuel. I still have to do a little something for this because I can even process the asphalt some more. But I'm not going to do that until I know for sure that my base is running well. Where am I going? It's over there. That one. That's you right here. Okay, so that guy can do that. And then huge Nakodov fluid pipe. I don't think I... Did I set this up finally? I did. It's in the extruder. For the longest time, I've been ignoring this. So I can craft that overnight. Yeah. Anything else I need? Probably a lot of stuff. But I'll be logging in tomorrow. So yeah, we'll go ahead and call it here because it is running pretty late. We're at the 3-hour mark as well. That's usually where I like to leave for the night. So off camera, I'm going to be crafting this thing by pieces. I can probably just set this up like right now. Yeah, it's not that bad. Clay dust. I really should set this up. I haven't. That's funny though. But gonna be building another reactor and a Lapatronic supercapacitor, a separate one, to power this part of the basin on. That way it's just a little easier to manage. And I can really make sure that our power supply is good. And I'm probably going to also focus on making another capacitor. For example, I can make the UV one and then research it to make UHV capacitors. I think we can do this now. It's expensive, but we can do it. Yeah, we have everything. Yeah, it's expensive as all heck, but we can do it. So I'll go ahead and craft this overnight as well. That's a ton of power. What the heck? Wait. Wait, just one of those is so much power. Okay, I'm gonna craft the UV one overnight and then scan it tomorrow and then craft the UHV one so we upgrade it to that, and that's the plan. But anyways. Can you really do can I not? I was about to end the episode, but now I'm unsure. I mean, yeah. I can do field generators. I can do UEV circuits. I have the power to for this. Ultimate battery. It's space assembler, but you can also do the more expensive recipe in the assembly line. I don't know. Maybe I'll eat my words whenever I try to craft it, and then I find I can't craft something. But it looks like I can do it. I'm on BioWare circuits. It's 45. What does that mean? No, yeah, we can do everything. It's expensive as heck, but we can do it. I set this up off camera. Yeah. You're making me doubt myself now. But I can do it. That's okay. It's okay. Yeah, any UEV circuit, which we can do. And then the research is not that bad. Yeah, I'll wait for that to craft. Okay. Let's see if anyone else is playing. Let's go invade someone's chat. That was a pretty good session. I appreciate everybody for joining. Got a lot of things done, actually. I'm also going to be checking on like bottlenecks. So yeah, I have all the stuff set up and the machines being crafted, but I don't know if we're going to run out of resources, right? There might be a resource that we run low on. So maybe I'll go ahead and do that. Hilarious. Playing StarTech. You know what? Let's go say hello to another Gregtech pack. And that's hilarious. As a nice welcome returning member, we'll say hello. But yeah, appreciate everyone's time and support. I will be streaming again next week. Very likely. I try to stream only on the weekends, and then during the weekdays is when I record Meatball Craft. So if you want more Minecraft content, there you go. Follow my YouTube. Shameless advertisement, but yeah, there it is. Go ahead. Meatball Craft during the weekdays and GTNH on the weekends is usually what I do. But anyways, for now, have a good night. Take care, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.